When you are about to purchase a house, one question that you have to ask your real estate agent is this home in a flood zone? And if it is, there are some things that you absolutely have to do to protect yourself. And in this week's video, I'm going to go through all the things flood zones. So stick around. Hey everyone, my name is Danae Hewitt and I'm your go-to DFW Realtor with Brico Realty Services. I help people buy and sell real estate here in DFW. And if that is you or somebody you know, my contact information is in the description below. Please let me know how I can help you buy and sell in this area or even relocate to this area. This week's video is actually inspired by actual events that I have had regarding flood insurance with a couple of my buyer clients. So let's get into it. Did you know that every home has some sort of a flood zone category attached to it? What? But of course, some are more severe than others, so don't worry. Well, who categorizes these homes? Well, FEMA does. And if you've never heard of FEMA, it stands for Federal Emergency Management Administration. And they designate each home based on its sea level and also its proximity to water. So therefore, every home is going to be categorized some way, but again, like I said, some are more severe than others. Your home is considered to be low risk if it is categorized as Zone B as in boy, C as in cat, or X as in X, because we all know X sounds like X. So again, those are low risk zones. Now, caution, when I say flooding, that means flooding to a home that is caused by a natural disaster. I don't mean if your pipes burst in your home and then the home floods. It is only dealing with natural disasters, and it's based on FEMA flood maps that they are constantly analyzing and even changing. Homes that are considered to be actually in a flood zone are any of them that are categorized to start with the letter A or with the letter V. Now, the letter V is for coastal area homes only. Any homes on the coast, those are absolutely in flood zones, of course, because of their proximity to water. Any homes categorized with a Zone A means that it is in a 100 or a 500-year floodplain. If we're talking specifically about a 100-year floodplain, that means over the course of your 30-year mortgage, your home has a chance of flooding by a natural disaster 1 in 4 times, or 15%. Now, you may be thinking, well, really? Is my home really gonna flood? We have a 15% chance of it flooding over the course of a 30-year mortgage. Well, you may be thinking that, and maybe you're like, I don't need flood insurance for that. But guess who isn't thinking that? Whoever you have your home insurance through, and also your mortgage lender, because they have an interest in your home as well. And they are gonna require that you have flood insurance. Let's say you're looking for your home, you ask your agent, you love this home, you want to buy it, and you find out it's in a flood zone. Well, don't fret, you can still buy this house. You just have to do some extra due diligence on the house before you purchase it. So the first thing to do is to have your agent ask the other agent, has this home ever flooded to the best of the seller's knowledge? If the home has flooded prior to them owning the house or while they own the house, then that absolutely has to be disclosed to any future buyers. The next thing to figure out is the home's current elevation, and you can do that by obtaining an elevation certificate. And a lot of times the sellers will probably have that elevation certificate from when they purchased the house, or maybe their flood insurance company required them to get an elevation certificate. So try to obtain that. And that elevation can make a big difference in terms of flooding, because I have seen it happen where the area around the home flooded, but since the home sat higher up on the property, the home did not flood itself. Ugh. Isn't that a relief? The next thing to figure out is how much extra is your flood insurance going to be on an annual basis. If you are getting a loan to purchase the home, like I said, your lender is going to mandate that you get flood insurance on this property. So you need to get some quotes for it. But here's a quick tip for you. If you are getting an FHA loan in order to purchase a house, FHA financing only accepts flood insurance through the National Flood Insurance Program, which means that you can't have flood insurance through a private flood insurance company. Private flood insurance companies can charge a lot less for flood insurance, which means that if you get flood insurance through the National Flood Insurance Program, those premiums are going to be a lot higher. So again, FHA financing, you cannot get flood insurance from a private flood insurance company. When you get these rates, I know it will probably be sticker shock because you're getting insurance like with anything. If an accident does happen, if your home does flood, but if your home does flood, it will cost thousands upon thousands of dollars to repair everything that was damaged in the home. So you are going to be so grateful that you did pay for this flood insurance because that's going to be so much less money out of your pocket. Here are some things that I found out when I was researching this topic. If homeowners are not required to have flood insurance, a lot of times they rarely hold it on their house. But if you think about it, outside of natural disasters, there are other ways that your home can flood that have nothing to do with the weather. There can be a clogged storm drain. There can be a burst pipe. You just never know. And if your home has 1 inch of water that is flooding in the house, that can be thousands upon thousands of dollars to fix. That's flooring, that's drywall, that's new doors, new cabinets. If you have cabinets on the floor, that's a lot of money. And if you don't have insurance, you're out of pocket that amount. I also learned this. FEMA says that 25% of their flood insurance claims come from homes that are classified to be in a low risk zone. Ugh. Kind of scary if you think about it. Another thing I found out is that even if the home you're planning to purchase is considered to be in a low risk zone, your lender can still require you to have flood insurance on the house. Every lender is different, so you definitely want to ask that question up front when you are shopping for mortgage lenders. I would love to know if you have flood insurance on your house or know someone that does and knows how it really helped them in a flooding situation. So leave that in the comments below and check out that video right there. It's a great one, y'all. Have a great day, everyone. We'll see you next week.